What's your YouTube name? There we go, found you.
Just about to thank you for it then as well. You are Squadron 42.
Yeah, live.
Oh, look at all these shoes. Ever been in the shops before?
Oh. I'm going to have to mute it because I can hear myself with a 3-second delay on it. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's horrible, isn't it?
I'm going to have to go for the red ones.
Yeah, now if you buy the white ones, you can do them in more.
I'll wait till the shirts turn up. Oh god. No, don't go all one colour, that's just bad. Captain never nude.
Dozens of them.
You could go for the classic black shoes, black trousers, coloured t-shirt. Nothing's...
Fucking helmet on. It's like any normal clothes shop. He's probably waiting for his wife.
All of these hats, how will I choose? I'll just sleep here instead. The hats all look pretty boring, to be honest. I mean, I know that the baseball hat is kind of like the iconic let's just make a boring hat in a game, but you would expect they could at least do something interesting with them. Oh god, that's not a good look. Okay. Go black shoes, black trousers, and find like a red shirt or some sort of darker muted colour with it. Your trousers were like black with insets on the inside or something. Yeah, it was not a good look. It was one step away from being assless trousers. God, I feel like I'm on some bizarre gamer version of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy now. Shiny silvery pocket holes. I'm looking forward to this catching up. They're not too bad, actually. I'll go with those. Some sort of darker colour. You don't want something too bright to go with that, but, you know. Yeah, you want something that's bright yellow everywhere. No, no. moment used to the word line, you should know it was wrong. I loved. No, this is the first I've ever seen of a live stream or a stream of Star Citizen. I must say, this looks more like a tech demo or when you see a video at E3 and it looks nothing like the finished game, this is what that looks like. My monitor doesn't really do it justice, but as I've said on Discord, that's next on the chopping block. Actually, I can pain you with this. The highest resolution I can go to is one of those weird format ones where you have to like condense the screen down, and it definitely doesn't do 1900 by 1000. Not even close. Although in all fairness, I think it's about 4 going on 5 years old. I took it out of my dad's house when he moved, so... It is pretty incredible. Like it looks really good on my screen, and it's very much blurry and artifacted for now. Oh, did you play the new Doom? I was genuinely impressed with it. I wasn't going to buy it at all. Saw a lot of reviews which are saying it was really good, so I thought, why not give it a go? And it's one of the best shooters I've played in quite some time, actually. Played it on the max difficulty because I was seeing a lot of people saying if you're only going to play it once, you might as well play it on the most horrifying setting and play Doom properly. And actually, I'm really glad that I did. It does look like some sort of men's rights convention in there. Lots of guys wearing the same clothes. What professions are you going with in Legion, Ben? Fair enough. Great. Yeah. If Grail ends up leveling after I've done with my chamois and have settled on the artifact a bit, I'm a blacksmith on that one, blacksmith miner, so I could always boost that up. I suppose I don't have to level it to boost the blacksmithing in the first place, although there'll probably be training and patterns I'll need to do.
Bro, can you invite me to the guilds?
That seems like a bad idea.
I can't test Demon Hunter on the PTR, but fuck it, I'll just play Paladin. I mean, I like the additional support you bring as well.
They do seem to have given pretty much every class and then some of the more specialized talent specs people can go for a lot of you chuck this in and you help the raid or help your party in general rather than just keeping it for yourself, like the wind speed totem from shamans and stuff. There's a lot of little quirks, that's the one, dotted around the talent trees.
Too
Yeah,
late.
little twerking gnomes everywhere.
Already boosted it. Too late. The deal was that I become an officer if I come back, right? So at least what Alf told me.
Yeah, definitely. I heard that Rags is the new GM.
Yeah, he didn't tell you that, did he? Oh damn.
I'll just get out of the way of this guard who's trying to kill me, and then I'll see. Don't whisper me to invite you. I'm not an officer. I can't.
Damn, I'm so used to you being...
Oh, I don't have to do anything now. I can just sit back and do normal shit. This is lovely.
Get into a ship. Get into it. Show them your ship.
I'm just being chased around by a horde guards. I'm just trying to get in the air so I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, when the new patch came up and I logged in, it was dead laggy, and I managed to lag my way over to a space dock. Went outside and died and thought, fuck off. Forgot to put a space dock.
Okay, I've swapped over to the stream again.
The Andromeda? It's the
Vandal.
Andromeda.
Greg, could you just whisper him back? Just doesn't show up in my chat.
There you go. You have to show me the Vandal scythe if that one's in the game. Oh, you know that I absolutely love the sort of rogue type messed up ships. It is holy shit! I've just got to the point where you're looking out the window. That is really impressive. So in terms, yeah, the ship, how does it feel compared to Star Citizen? Not Star Citizen, Elite, that's the one.
I prefer Elite. Yeah, it's a completely different playstyles. I love the combat in Elite. It's just so fluid. Yeah, you can't really compare them because Star Citizen's so early days, but Star Citizen you can fly your ships with the mouse, you know, like freelancer style.
Oh, much better. I really like that compared to it.
I like the dual sticks of the Elite, of playing Elite with the Xbox One.
Did you see my second message I sent you, Rags, at all?
No.
Yeah, it's not working at all then. I sent you another one.
It's really strange. It's only the whispers from Battle.net. Whisper me my character.
Which one are you on?
Gangnam Style.
I'm assuming that went through.
Yeah, just I don't know. can hear the sound, but I can't see the text.
Have you actually got it turned off in your chat window as one of the channels you're not tracking?
Where did I see that? I don't remember where.
If you right click general, assuming that's what you're under, settings under filters. I'm not sure if there's a filter for that.
It says on.
Weird.
Really weird.
Going back. What happens if your spacesuit's not on and you go outside? You explode. I'm just waiting for it to turn up. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, that's exactly the sort of ship that I love in space games. The sort of thing just like looks like they stuck a knife on an engine and just said, okay, that's done. It's a very impressive looking ship. What was the? I vaguely remember you got the ship, or at least I think you got the ship, which was the one I saw the concept art and just fell in love with, which was the merchant trader, but it was the Vanu merchant, the one that I absolutely loved the concept art. That one. Yeah. All I wanted to do was be a good raider and get my professions together, but now I have to look at pretty space games. So it's kind of, you draw the mouse for the turning, and depending on how far is your turning circle speed, effectively. You've got nudge adjustations as well.
But right now he has the flight computer turned on. If you turn it off, you've got 6 degrees of freedom. You can fly, you know, like strafe sideways while going backwards, you know what I mean? Dead odd.
The sort of Star Citizen, not fuck's sake, I keep getting it the wrong way around, elite sort of thing.
Yeah.
I'm just watching. Oh god.
Ooh, Ben. Did you get punished now for losing ships?
Beautiful. See, your character doesn't look too bad now. Shiny zips. It was better than your description of it, where it was like shiny holes in the trousers. Like, that's just gonna go horrible. Is that a lot? What is the largest ship that you have? I vaguely remember the name of that in one of the very large packages.
Selection confirmed. Your ship is currently being delivered to the launch platform.
Whichever's a good view of it. Yeah, it's not a particularly good view out the window, unfortunately. I sadly learnt actually a couple months ago that if you were to go into space without a spacesuit or anything, your head popping and stuff like that isn't a thing. That would never happen. Which is a shame. How many people carrying is that then? I really like the fact they've actually, instead of just giving you a hop in it animation, they've given you a proper get in it lift sort of thing. That's really clever. I'm assuming you stand up. Nice.
Yes. Oh, can you? It's changed.
Oh. So the sort of thing which, when they include planetary landings, you take the constellation over and then drop someone down in the fighter. I suppose I just thought for like hostile scouting, if you know someone's around and you don't necessarily want to drop an expensive ship on the ground just in case. I'm assuming that would cost you a tiny bit more. Is any money you're spending at the moment transferring over live? Is that what you're stuck with now? I was going to say, otherwise I doubt you'd be that willing to just chuck money in the air and blow stuff up. Just whatever you do, never let me fly one of your ships, unless you are particularly unattached to it.
Spectral Tiger, I've missed you. So we're gonna show it off to all the people in the raid that haven't raided with us yet.
You missed what?
Showing off my spectral tiger in the raid.
Oh yes.
Every opportunity.
That reminds me, I actually need to go place some gold in the betting pool for your ban list. I wonder if you get double or nothing if you can guess why rags get banned. I'm gonna go for banned in 3 days for telling a GM you slept with their mother. I'm flicking back and forth as I gather herbs. Just saw you hyperlight jump, I assume that is? Nice. The proper like Mass Effect looking command deck you've got going on there while you're flying this thing.
Each ship is a different manufacturer and has a different heads-up display as well.
I was gonna say, it was a tiny bit one-sided. It's... You basically just used a battle cruiser to destroy wheelchairs. Are you going to attack a space station? Oh. Star Citizen kind of makes me think of if you gave the people making Dwarf Fortress like multiple millions and just left them to it, you just end up with something that looks like that. Where it's just system upon system layered there, which most people will never have to interact with, but sort of hidden under the surface.
Landing complete. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed. Landing gear raised. Landing gear deployed.
I'm watching the stream, so I'm waiting to see what this is.
Elevator, Google.
Do you have oxygen for when you're floating around in just your suit? Is there like a limited time?
System startup initiated.
That little blinking warning is determined not to let you collide into anything, is it? This sort of game, especially with piracy and stuff, there must be people who just see an expensive ship and are just going to follow you around seeing whether they can grab it off you. Okay, sure. You just spotted them, thought they were pretty, one thing led to another. Does it not warn them that someone is in their ship? Okay. I'm assuming you would have like a intruder entry sort of warning. It would be interesting if like lower level ships that could just about have someone else in the ship don't give you a warning. Although I suppose by the time you're flying a spaceship, there's not really an excuse not to have an intruder alarm. Well, if I vaguely remember, you were saying that on the larger ships, stuff like you could cut off life support to parts of the ship if you know someone else is in it. That would make having some banter on Discord good fun. If someone starts slagging you off, it's like, right, no oxygen for you then.
Shields max.
I pretty much always end up mining in any space game I do and just turning into a trader. Can you own space stations? Fair enough. Just realised I'm flying around gathering, watching the stream, and I haven't been paying attention, and on my gathering has got up to its max, so I was not getting any more, so I need to go back and train again. Are there professions trainers in Pandaria? Whereabouts? Because I'm in the Shrine of the Seven Stars at the moment.
Pilots stand clear of the engagement.
Just found a guard. Trainer in the Jade Forest. Alright, so the forest I was just in apparently has a herbalist.
Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Engaging landing mode. Landing request approved.
Just watch this catch up to whatever that noise was.
Stand by. Scanning.
Oh shit. Yeah, that was an accelerated approach, shall we say?
Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning. Radar contact. Stand by. Scanning.
What's the emphasis going to be in Star Citizen for repeated play? What is it they're going for as their gameplay loop from what you can see? I suppose so. It's more they're giving someone a sandbox and hoping the sandbox is so complex that it just keeps you going. Yeah.
Be sure to visit forest.
That's going to be No Man's Sky all over. Day one, everyone names their home planet Planet Penis or whatever. Trying to find this herbalist. Supposedly it was meant to be marked on my map, but they didn't actually mark it, so I'm not sure quite where it is. Nice. I just saw it on the screen, just like floating off into the distance. Can you not lock it? Oh, I see. So it's really easy to steal ships right now. I would love if it would be really great if it charged the insurance to whoever was driving it when it crashed. Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm going to bed now. I just set up all my add-ons and everything ready for the Paladin. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Night rags. I found Skinner the Miner. Ah, there's the herbalist. Yeah, I've already got Grail as a blacksmith, so I wasn't that interested in having another proper crafting profession and leveling that on my chamois, so I just thought go for herbalism, because inscription's going to be important for raiding, and then skinning, I might be able to find a leather worker or make me some armor. Shows you how long since I last properly played a character who wore male armor. I was still convinced that blacksmiths made males, not leather.
We need civilians to clear the area.
Welcome to Port Omisar, owned and operated by the state. If you are in need of assistance, consult your boat plan.
Have you looked into any of the Legion bosses yet then?
With a wide variety of entertainment and dining options, be sure to visit our
Fair enough.
Crusader Industries.
You'll be unsurprised to know I've looked at all the videos of the ones that are out. I've already said to Alf at some point I will probably like gently pass him a Word document with some notes written in it and then leave it at that.
Experience Crusader Industries' new luxurious Genesis class staterooms with double the space and exclusive entertainment options. Contact the sales associates to book your flight today. Wherever your travel takes you, Crusader Industries. Welcome to Crusader Industries, Port Omisar.
I have to say a lot of them just look like rebuilt old bosses where they've scrambled stuff together. Like there's a bear in the Emerald Dream who might as well just be called the Butcher.
Ready to relax in comfort and safety? Why fly when you can cruise the stars aboard a Crusader Industries Genesis Starliner? Make it a trip worth taking. Crusader Industries.
What, actually, this is one thing I probably should know. What order are the raids coming out? Because they're already like playtesting 3 different ones.
Would like to welcome you to Port Omisar. Enjoy your stay.
I know Emerald Nightmare is meant to be the first one, but then there's the Nighthold that they're doing a load of testing for, and then I think there was a third one, but they only tested 1 boss for it so far. I'm just going to see if I can check it out somewhere. Wowhead will probably know somewhere.
Variety of entertainment and dining options. Be sure to visit our Crusader Industries for a signature firsthand.
Yeah, Suramar Palace is the other one, and then Oh, that got renamed Nighthold, so that might be why I'm confused. There's one specifically in Suramar Palace I'm really looking forward to seeing because he has a time dilation effect and that's his main thing. So everything gets faster and slower at intervals as the boss is going on, and it looks like by gradient rather than just like 30 seconds from now everything will suddenly become fast. It sort of flows back and forth between slow and quick, which looks really unpleasant for people's cooldown management. Isn't that like every sandbox game at the moment? Oh, so Emerald Nightmare is the first with 7, and then Suramar comes out with 10, so yeah, it's High Maul and Black Foundry again. Which, in all fairness, worked out pretty well for them. It was just hitting Hellfire and then having nothing to do after that. I think High Maul actually, for what it was, like, I actually thought was a pretty well put together one. Like they knew as soon as Foundry came out, High Maul would be forgotten and no one would care. But stuff like the Imperator at the end, Margok, he was actually a really clever fight they put together. And was it Brackenspore, the fungal creature? Yeah, he was really good.
Right, I'm going to log. I'll speak to you tomorrow.
See ya.
See you later.
Hmm.
And I'm off. Good night. See you tomorrow.
There's nothing that really jumps out as all that exciting from a tops perspective. Yeah, I have to say, I'm extremely glad that I ended up coming back to the guild and starting doing WoW again. I was very torn on the matter, and then talking to Alf, actually, it kind of was like, I don't know, it's that uncomfortable thing of like where you disappear off for a long time from something, and it's just a bit awkward going back, and that was kind of holding me off a bit. Plus, in all fairness, I didn't want to get to a point where I started getting that angry with raiding again, because that just is bad for everyone in general. And I still genuinely feel shitty about that on reflection, like just taking it way too emotionally when it's just, at the end of the day, not what anyone wanted. So, you know, a bit late, but I do apologise for that. I think I can possibly manage that. Okay, I can shut. Yeah, I can see them. I'll go full screen so I can get a better view. You have to do a slow walkway round so I can get a good look at them. I can tell you for a start, the first one that you're closest to, the one which is beige, is hideous and should never be touched by a human. Ordinarily, when you say there's going to be pirate suits, I would immediately go for that, but actually the far right military one, the Achilles, I thought was a really decent piece of armor. Yeah, it actually looks like you have got a properly built suit, whereas the sort of nylon diving suit looking ones, the original three, I'm not that impressed with. But the Achilles actually looks like if you were going to go outside in space and you wanted to be safe, that's the sort of thing you want on you. I think my favourite spacesuit actually was the DLC spacesuit for Mass Effect 3, where it was the one from Dragon Age, so it was like a knight's plate armor suit. I thought that was a really interesting sort of mishmash concept where you get the sort of knight plate look but on top of a spacesuit. I was going to say, you already paid half of that just to get your blade crushed. They've taken it for a joyride and are turning back up. You're probably going to go outside and find them pouring petrol over it and throwing in a match.
Space may be lonely, but you don't have to be. Save on resources and expenses. Join the ship share program today and fly together.
So apart from the sort of guild merger thing, where you've described it as a horrible mess of horrible people, what else did I miss?
A variety of entertainment in the dining options. Be sure to visit Origin.
Yeah. Yeah, I just saw it. Jesus, the angle they were taking towards the space station. Yeah. Just waiting for it to turn up. Oh, there we go. It's not a bad design, actually. Actually, that might be the one I have seen screenshots of, your racing one.
To the Port Olisar ship deck.
Yeah, I'm pretty certain that's the one I have seen. Considering how he was driving, why is that a surprise?
For your convenience, our all
Pilot fallback. We don't want any civilian
No,
casualties.
spacesuit or a spaceship.
aircraft assault one of the terminals located throughout the station. You don't have to. Save on resources and
Does you dying yourself cost you anything?
and fly together. To prevent traffic, we ask
So I'm just thinking if, like, destroying a ship costs the person something, but you dying doesn't cost anything, that's a huge incentive to try and steal, and if you get killed it doesn't really matter.
Please press the screen to continue. We advise guests, please use caution upon exiting the armistice.
Oh, that's more interesting. So, does your character have any...
Welcome to the Port Olisar ship deck. Press the screen to continue.
It would be genuinely fantastic if your ship explodes, you come back to life, and your character has, like, one leg. Nice.
Travelers to save resources and fly together. Welcome to Port Olisar, owned and operated by
You wake back up. My screen's black, the game must have crashed. Nope, you're just blind. It was a very bad accident.
press the screen to continue. We advise guests, please use caution upon exiting the armistice.
It may be really useful to be able to gather from the new zones, but you still have to gather 700 things.